Chosen one, stop exactly what you are doing and lock your attention on my voice right now. I am not asking you to listen today. I am warning you. The algorithm did not bring you to this video by accident or random chance. Heaven literally intercepted your feed right at this exact second to deliver a highly classified brief. Do not move an inch. You are standing at the most dangerous intersection of your entire life. The enemy has spent the last 48 hours setting a massive trap disguised as a golden opportunity. They know you are completely exhausted. They know you are vulnerable. And they are heavily banking on you scrolling past this message, so you walk right into their snare, completely blind. If you leave this transmission early, you are forfeiting the exact spiritual armor heaven just dispatched to protect your household. I want you to notice that deep, bone-crushing exhaustion you have been carrying in your chest all week. You feel tired all the time. Your shoulders are tight. The weight is absolutely real. And every single morning when you wake up, the heaviness is already sitting on your chest before you even open your eyes. You push through your day. You smile for people who do not even care about you. But inside, your spirit is screaming for rest. You keep writing this off as just needing more sleep or vitamins. Chosen one, please listen to me closely. That is not a medical condition. That is not normal burnout. That is your physical body absorbing the frantic, toxic energy of a massive spiritual warfare happening right inside your own circle. You have been feeling like a stranger in your own life recently. You sit in your car, unable to walk through your own front door. The dark matrix wants you to believe you are going crazy or simply getting older. You are not. You are a highly sensitive, emotional sponge. Your ancient spiritual radar is detecting an invisible attack from someone very close to you. Breathe for a moment and stay with me right here. Heaven is about to reveal exactly who is deliberately draining your precious golden energy day after day. It is someone specific. God is sending a massive warning about someone connected to you with the initial J. This person is not in your life by accident. They were strategically placed there as a literal parasite to siphon your light. Think about every time you interact with them. You leave the conversation feeling completely drained and confused. Your mind gets foggy. Your energy plummets instantly. They take everything and give absolutely nothing back. This person with the initial J constantly plays the victim. They use your beautiful empathy as a weapon against your own soul. You try to help them because you have a pure heart, but they do not want to be healed or fixed. They just want to drag you down into their low-frequency matrix. Every time you try to pull away, they create a new crisis to hook you right back in. It is a deliberate cycle of spiritual abuse. You have blamed yourself for so long. You thought you were not praying hard enough or being patient enough. Stop doing that right now. That weariness is not a sign of your defeat. It is the heavy weight of a generational cycle breaker absorbing toxic arrows meant to destroy your entire bloodline. You are not failing at all. You are physically shielding your family from a demonic assignment. The person with the initial J smiles brightly for the cameras while you suffocate in their toxic waste. They demand your attention and your resources. They make you feel guilty for simply setting basic boundaries. Heaven sees exactly what they are doing in the dark. The universe sees how they manipulate the truth to make you look like the bad person. But their time is officially running out. Take a deep physical breath and really hear this next profound truth. Drop your shoulders and unclench your jaw. Notice how your spirit is physically reacting to these words right now. That is your spiritual architecture, recognizing the undeniable truth your soul has been starving to hear. The enemy is terrified that you are watching this video. They are desperately trying to distract your mind right this very second. Do not let your mind wander today. pay close attention to what follows because your absolute freedom depends on it. If you have felt this heavy pressure in your spirit recently, type 777 in the comments as a sign of your agreement with heaven. Do not do it for an algorithm. Do it to lock your specific frequency into this divine reality. Heaven is marking you for a supernatural rescue. You are not a broken human living a difficult life. You are a celestial warrior currently operating in deeply hostile territory. The person with the initial J was sent to keep you trapped in a beta survival state. They wanted to permanently block your spiritual ascension. But God is stepping in today to forcefully break that toxic connection. Your season of being a spiritual pack mule is completely over. Let me reframe your reality right now because you have been reading the signs completely backwards. You thought your painful encounters with the person named Jay were just normal relationship struggles. You assumed they were just difficult, but heaven calls it something entirely different. That was not a personality clash. That was a direct spiritual interception. You need to understand the exact nature of your own spirit. My beautiful chosen one, your soul radiates a massive golden frequency. You are a sovereign celestial being, walking in a dense world. Your pure empathy is incredibly rare. And this bright light is exactly what attracted the dark matrix to you in the first place. You are a bright beacon in the dark night. The person with the initial J is functioning as a completely empty vessel. They do not have their own internal source of light. They cannot generate joy or peace, so they must find someone who can. They scanned the spiritual horizon and locked onto your bright frequency. They did not come to love you. They came to feed on you because they are totally starving. This is why you feel so incredibly drained after simply speaking to them. You give them your precious time. You offer them endless grace. You pour your healing energy into their bottomless pit of complaints, but they never actually get better. And that is because they do not want to heal. They only want to keep the siphon firmly attached to your bright spirit. Take a deep breath and really hear this next profound truth. Drop your shoulders right now. Notice the tension leaving your neck as you hear this absolute confirmation. The presence of J in your life is not a random accident. The enemy specifically deployed them to keep you distracted from your massive divine calling. It was a calculated military move. You have spent years trying to figure out what is wrong with you. You bought into the illusion that you needed to fix yourself. You thought your sensitivity was a terrible weakness, but your high empathy is actually an ancient radar. It was perfectly designed to detect hidden threats. The heavy fatigue you feel is just your radar, constantly alerting you to danger. They want you to believe that everyone experiences this level of constant drama. They try to normalize their toxic behavior. They gaslight you into thinking you are the one causing all the problems. But heaven declares that you are completely innocent. You are the ultimate generational cycle breaker. You are simply dealing with a demonic spiritual assignment. Think about the moments you tried to establish a boundary with Jay. The absolute chaos they created was not a normal human reaction. It was the dark entity inside them panicking. They know that if you close the door, they will lose their primary food source. So they manufacture a new emergency. They play the victim to weaponize your own compassion heavily against you. You are the designated kingdom financier and a true warrior of light. The Matrix knows that if you ever regain your full energy, you will become absolutely unstoppable. You would step into your billionaire shift. You would shatter their dark systems. So they sent Jay to keep you permanently exhausted. They wanted you too tired to ever claim your true royal authority. I am going to expose the exact details of how they manipulate your home in just a moment. I will show you why your own space feels deeply haunted. But first, you must accept this divine validation. Your painful isolation is not a cruel punishment. It is a highly classified preparation. Heaven was deliberately holding back connections to protect your golden energy. You measured an empty room and called it loneliness. You thought nobody wanted to be around you. But God cleared the room because a message spoken at conversational volume cannot be heard over a noisy crowd. Your isolation was a literal divine quarantine. Heaven was shielding you from even more energy vampires while you built your spiritual immunity against Jay. Every tear you cried in secret was completely gathered by heaven. You are a vessel meant to carry massive glory. The crushing pressure was just the final stage of your preparation. The enemy thought the pressure would absolutely break you, but it only turned you into a flawless diamond. You survived every single attack they threw at you. You are still standing today. Do not let the enemy convince you that you wasted your precious time. Every moment you spent dealing with Jay was actually training you for spiritual warfare. You learned how to spot a master manipulator. You learned the exact frequency of pure deception. And now heaven is upgrading your clearance level. You are about to walk into a season of unprecedented authority. Anchor your mind right here for a second. The ultimate barrier blocking your restoration was never just the person named Jay. It was your own hidden agreement to let them cross your sacred boundaries. I will show you how to completely shatter that agreement later in this message. But right now you must recognize how deeply they invaded your own personal sanctuary. We need to talk about what happens behind closed doors. You know exactly what I am talking about. The moment you step into your own house, the atmosphere suddenly shifts. A heavy, dark cloud descends over your mind. You feel a strange domestic alienation in the very place that should be your safe haven. Your own home does not feel like yours anymore. You spend your evenings sitting in total silence. You feel profoundly isolated even when other people are in the exact same room. The person with the initial J has slowly infected the atmosphere of your space. They leave a lingering trail of toxic energy long after they have walked away. You can physically feel their heavy vibration hanging in the air around you. You are the silent watchman on the wall for your family bloodline. This is why you constantly wake up between 3 and 4 in the morning. Your eyes snap open in the dark. Your chest feels incredibly tight. That is the watchman hour. Your spirit is actively fighting off the dark assignments sent by Jay, while the rest of the physical world is comfortably sleeping. Notice how you have changed the way you communicate recently. You sit on your bed typing out extremely long and detailed text messages to Jay. You try to explain your feelings logically. You pour your entire heart out into the phone, but then you just stare at the screen, and you slowly delete the entire message. You erase it because you know they will never understand. That specific habit of hiding your true energy is a deep trauma response. You have learned that sharing your authentic truth only leads to more unnecessary conflict. Jay will just completely twist your words. They will take your beautiful vulnerability and use it as ammunition for their next attack. So you choose the crushing silence instead. You swallow your pain today. Pause for a breath here. Listen to me closely, because this next part is where most chosen ones get completely deceived. You think the silence is actually protecting you, but the Matrix designed it that way to slowly suffocate your bright spirit. They want you totally isolated. They want you disconnected from anyone who could actually validate your ancient radar. The person with the initial J thrives on your daily confusion. They plant tiny seeds of dark doubt in your daily routine. They confidently deny things they definitely said yesterday. They make subtle, passive-aggressive comments about your appearance or your big dreams. And they do it with a smile on their face. This covert manipulation is designed to break you. You walk on eggshells in your own sacred territory. You constantly monitor their mood to predict the next massive explosion. Your nervous system is perpetually locked in a brutal fight-or-flight mode. This is exactly why you have that heavy brain fog. Your physical body is using all its resources just to survive the emotional war zone. You have absolutely nothing left. You have been acting as a highly sensitive, emotional sponge for many years. You walk into a room and instantly absorb the unspoken anger of Jay. You carry their unresolved trauma on your own tired shoulders. And the saddest part is that they are totally fine with it. They feel much lighter after dumping their dark, heavy garbage directly into your beautiful, pure spirit. Heaven sees you sitting alone in your car in the driveway. You stare at the steering wheel for 20 minutes before finally going inside. You are desperately trying to gather enough energy to face the toxic matrix waiting behind your front door. God recorded every single time you had to emotionally prepare yourself just to exist in your own living space. Do not let your mind wander right now. Anchor your attention deeply on my voice. The universe is about to shift the entire power dynamic in your favor. But you must first recognize the complete injustice of your current situation. You have been carrying a heavy burden that was never yours to bear. The enemy tricked you into signing a contract of absolute servitude. Jay has slowly isolated you from anyone who genuinely loves you. They subtly criticized your true friends. They created massive drama around your family members. They orchestrated a campaign to cut off your entire support system. They did this so you would have absolutely nowhere else to turn. A completely isolated chosen one is much easier to control and manipulate. But they made one fatal miscalculation. They totally forgot who you actually belong to. They thought they could hide their covert abuse behind closed doors. They assumed the dark matrix would protect their dirty secrets forever. But heaven is pulling their hidden agenda into the blinding daylight. God is stepping directly into your home to break this captivity. You are a sovereign celestial being. You were never meant to live as a prisoner in a toxic emotional cage. The heavy iron chains are starting to violently shake right now. I will expose exactly how Jay uses your own hidden fears to keep you trapped in the next section. But you must first accept that your home is about to be completely cleansed by divine authority. Now here is where it goes much deeper, and this is the exact part nobody wants to say out loud today. The person with the initial J operates with two completely different faces. They have a public mask crafted for the outside world and a private monster reserved entirely for you. The Matrix taught them how to mimic genuine human emotions perfectly to deceive everyone around them. They smile brightly in public settings. They play the role of the generous friend or the loving partner. Everyone else thinks they are absolutely wonderful. And that is exactly what makes their silent abuse so incredibly isolating for you. When you try to tell others about their dark behavior, people look at you with deep suspicion because they simply cannot believe it. The enemy knew your greatest strength was your pure, unconditional love. So they deliberately turned your highest virtue into your heaviest chain. Jay constantly uses your beautiful compassion as a lethal weapon against your own soul. They manufacture endless pity plays. They always paint themselves as the tragic victim in every single scenario, so you will feel obligated to stay and fix their broken life. Every time you finally decide to walk away, they suddenly change their tune. They cry genuine-looking tears. They make massive promises about changing their toxic behavior. And your highly sensitive, emotional sponge of a heart, wants to believe them. You drop your firm boundaries because you desperately want to see the good in them. But it is all a highly calculated demonic trap. They literally forced you to carry their dark, hidden shame. They plugged directly into your bright soul and completely drained your golden energy. They left you to suffocate in their toxic waste while they walked away feeling perfectly fine. Your pure empathy was weaponized against you by a literal parasite. They do not feel any guilt for breaking you because they are completely empty inside. When they realize you are finally waking up, they switch to full destruction mode. They start a covert smear campaign behind your back. They whisper twisted lies to your mutual friends. They preemptively destroy your good reputation so that nobody will listen when you finally speak the absolute truth. It is a brilliant strategy designed by the dark matrix to keep you silenced forever. You are not dealing with a normal human misunderstanding here. You are dealing with a precise, demonic assignment sent to completely derail your destiny. The person named Jay is just the willing physical vessel for this dark spiritual attack. They surrendered their own soul to the Matrix long ago. Now, they want to drag your bright spirit into their miserable abyss to share their silent agony. Pause for a deep breath here. Drop your heavy shoulders toward the floor. Notice what your physical chest is doing right this exact moment. That sudden tightening is not normal anxiety. That is your spiritual architecture reacting to the profound truth it has been starving to hear. Unclench your jaw and let their heavy armor fall completely off your tired back right now. You are the ultimate generational cycle breaker for your family. Heaven perfectly deployed you to win this brutal spiritual war. The dark curses that plagued your beautiful bloodline end perfectly with you today. But to claim that massive victory, you must see Jay for exactly who they really are. They are not a misunderstood victim needing your endless spiritual rescue and healing energy. They are a hostile agent deployed in your own sacred territory. And the most terrifying part is how they managed to get inside your protective walls. They did not break the door down by brute physical force. They actually tricked you into handing over the sacred keys with a smile. I need you to anchor your mind right here for this next massive revelation about your own choices. The enemy is terrified that you are finally connecting these dots today. They spent years building this elaborate illusion to keep you completely blind. They wanted you to focus all your precious energy on Jay so you would never look deeper. They wanted you constantly distracted by surface-level drama, because if you look deeper, you will find the real root of this demonic captivity. God is actively stripping the fake mask off this person today. Every lie they told in the dark is being dragged into the blinding celestial light. Their fake empire is violently shaking, but the Matrix did not stop there. They set a secondary trap that is even more dangerous and deeply hidden. Listen to me closely, because this next part will shatter everything you thought you knew. The real war is not just happening in your physical living room. The real battlefield is located deep inside your own subconscious programming. The enemy knew they could not defeat you from the outside alone. So they designed a brilliant and devastating way to make you completely defeat yourself before the battle even started. They engineered a hidden agreement that you signed without even knowing the brutal terms. You have been fighting an invisible ghost that actually lives in your own shadow. Heaven is preparing to hand you the ultimate key to total freedom. But you must be brave enough to look in the mirror first. The person with the initial J was just a symptom of a much deeper spiritual infection. We are about to pull that dark root completely out of the ground, once and for all. This brings us to the ultimate profound truth I promised you earlier. The ultimate barrier blocking your massive restoration was never just the narcissist named Jay. It was your own hidden agreement with absolute limitation. The enemy was never just the toxic person standing in front of you. The enemy was the low frequency you were forced to carry and eventually accepted as your normal reality. Here is the exact hidden agreement you signed without even knowing it. You subconsciously agreed to shrink your massive golden light just to make other people feel comfortable. You saw how your brilliant energy triggered the deep insecurities of Jay. So you actively decided to dim your own brightness to avoid conflict. You made yourself small so they could feel incredibly big in your presence. You stopped sharing your massive divine dreams. You stopped speaking your ancient spiritual truth out loud. You folded yourself into a tiny little box just to keep the fragile peace in your house. But heaven never asked you to play small for anyone on this earth. Dimming your sacred light to save a toxic relationship is a direct violation of your massive celestial calling. When you agreed to shrink, you gave the dark matrix legal permission to bind you. You literally handed them the spiritual keys to your own massive kingdom. This is exactly why your financial breakthrough has been so severely delayed. You cannot step into a billionaire shift while secretly agreeing to live in absolute emotional poverty because the two frequencies violently reject each other in the spiritual realm. They programmed you with a deep sense of toxic guilt. They made you believe that desiring greatness was somehow arrogant or selfish. So you settled for breadcrumbs while heaven prepared a massive banquet for you. You played the role of the humble servant while ignoring your true identity as a sovereign being. This false humility is a brilliant demonic trap designed to keep you permanently grounded. Take a deep, physical breath and really hear this next sentence. Do not let your mind wander away from this exact revelation. Your chronic, physical exhaustion is the direct result of your soul fighting this fake identity. Your bright spirit is actively suffocating inside the tiny box you built for it. It is desperately trying to break out of the hidden agreement you foolishly made with the dark matrix. The person with the initial J was actually a dark mirror sent to expose this hidden wound. God allowed them to push you to your absolute breaking point. Heaven knew you would never break the agreement until the pain of staying small became completely unbearable. The Matrix completely overplayed their hand and accidentally initiated your final spiritual awakening today. They pushed you right into your destiny. Hit the like button right now to permanently seal your energetic alignment. Do not do it for this channel or some random algorithm. Do it to lock your physical reality into this massive spiritual shift. And share this specific video so the exact message can reach another chosen one drowning in the dark. Your physical click could literally be the exact lifeline they prayed for tonight. We are building a massive remnant tribe of awakened souls who refuse to play small anymore. When you share this truth, you are sending a blinding flare up into the dark night sky. You are telling the dark elite that their covert manipulation tactics are completely exposed. You are taking your stolen power back and distributing it to the rest of the celestial warriors across the entire globe. You are a designated warrior of light who forgot how to hold a sword. You traded your divine weapons for a fake sense of domestic peace, but that peace was always a total illusion. It was just a quiet prison cell managed by Jay. God is forcefully opening the iron doors of that cell right this very second. You are boldly stepping out into the blinding truth of who you really are. The moment you completely revoke this hidden agreement, everything in your reality will violently shift. The toxic people will scatter like terrified roaches in the sudden light. The blocked financial channels will instantly burst wide open. Because you are no longer broadcasting a frequency of absolute submission, you are finally broadcasting the pure dominant frequency of a sovereign celestial being. The dark elite are absolutely terrified of what happens next. They spent decades engineering a system to keep your exact bloodline completely suppressed. They manipulated your brainwaves and poisoned your daily environment. But they completely failed to extinguish the ancient fire burning deep inside your chest. Your golden energy is waking up and shaking the entire spiritual realm right now. Now I can come back for the massive secret I left in front of you at the beginning. I promised to tell you about the exact trap Jay is setting in the next 72 hours. God is about to flip their dark trap completely upside down. You are about to witness the most spectacular divine justice of your entire life. Prepare your spirit for absolute vindication. Anchor your mind right here. The hidden agreement is completely null and void today. You are stepping back into your original divine architecture. The person named Jay is about to realize they messed with the wrong chosen one. The heavy spiritual armor is firmly secured on your tired shoulders once again. Heaven is sounding the final loud alarm for your enemies right this very second. This brings us directly to the massive twist I promised you at the beginning. The person with the initial J completely believed they got away with their dark abuse. They smiled brightly for the cameras while you cried yourself to sleep in the dark. But heaven was just fattening them up for the final slaughter because they absolutely refused to turn away from their toxic manipulation. The universe was simply delaying the climax to make their public fall absolutely devastating. You wondered if this toxic narcissist would ever face divine justice. You asked God if your pure tears were completely forgotten in the dark. But God was acting as a silent judge while actively gathering every single piece of undeniable evidence against their covert manipulation. Right now, spiritual federal agents are pulling their dark secrets into the blinding daylight. Their entire fake empire is violently crumbling down today. The massive trap they set for you in the next 72 hours is actually a divine snare for them. They dug a deep pit for your soul, but they are falling directly into it. The higher they blindly climbed on their throne of lies, the harder the brutal impact was always going to be. The dark matrix can no longer protect their dirty little secrets from the celestial light. The universe is executing a massive and irreversible system crash on their entire life right now. In closed rooms you cannot even see. They are shaking violently. The absolute truth is completely shattering their false reality while they desperately try to hold the broken pieces together. The golden energy they stole from you is being forcefully ripped out of their greedy hands. Heaven is reclaiming your stolen property today. They are currently experiencing profound and terrifying confusion. The exact heavy brain fog they projected onto you is now completely covering their own mind. They cannot think clearly, and they cannot manipulate their way out of this divine trap. Every lie they tell now just tightens the divine noose around their own neck. They are suffocating in their own toxic waste. Notice that sudden deep tightening in your chest right now. That is your spiritual architecture, physically reacting to the undeniable truth your soul has been starving to hear. Unclench your tired jaw and let the heavy armor fall to the floor. You do not have to fight this brutal battle because heaven is fighting it for you right now. The enemy is completely terrified of your peace. Their flying monkeys and fake friends are actively abandoning them. The people who helped them smear your beautiful name are finally seeing their true monster face. The brutal isolation they forced onto you is now their own permanent reality because the Matrix always turns on its own loyal servants. They are completely alone with the dark entity they chose to serve, and nobody is coming to rescue them from this wrath. Do not let your mind wander away right now. Pay close attention to what follows, because this is your ultimate vindication. Heaven is legally transferring all their stolen resources directly back to your celestial account. The wealth and energy they drained from your bloodline is returning with massive interest, while their own dark accounts are completely emptied. You are receiving a massive spiritual refund today. You are watching a literal demonic assignment completely collapse in real time. The person with the initial J is permanently losing their absolute grip on your reality. They will never be able to siphon your golden energy again. Their specific access code to your spirit has been completely revoked by the courts of heaven, so you are totally invisible to their dark radar. Every closed door in your life that made absolutely no logical sense was just a divine quarantine. Heaven was deliberately holding you back to keep you safely out of their blast radius. The universe knew their massive destruction was coming very soon. So God pulled you into a quiet waiting room to protect your bright soul from the falling toxic debris. They thought they could outsmart the ancient laws of the universe. They believed their covert manipulation was completely invisible to the spiritual realm. But heaven has watchful eyes in every single dark corner of this earth, while they foolishly played their little mind games. The absolute justice falling on them right now is exact and completely unyielding. They are paying the ultimate price for touching a chosen one. You are completely safe from their destruction now. The massive blast wave will completely obliterate their fake matrix, while you stand firmly in the warm golden light. You did not have to lift a single finger to make this happen. You simply surrendered to the divine process while heaven orchestrated the perfect payback for your pain. Your profound victory is totally undeniable. Keep breathing deeply as we officially seal this massive victory. The ultimate vindication you have been begging for is walking right up to your front doorstep today. We are about to permanently cut the final toxic cord connecting you to their sinking ship. Prepare your spirit to step fully into your sovereign royal authority right now. It is time to officially close that brutal chapter of your life forever. You have mourned the fake potential of the person named Jay for way too long. You cried over an illusion that the dark matrix perfectly crafted just to steal your bright light while you were desperately trying to save them. But the heavy prison doors are completely shattered today. You are walking directly out of that toxic cage, and you are never looking back again. The spiritual cord connecting your golden heart to their bottomless pit is permanently severed. You must make a physical and conscious decision to stop feeding their dark ghost. Stop checking their social media to see if they are finally happy. They are not happy, and they never will be, because they are a completely empty vessel. Your absolute indifference is the ultimate weapon against their demonic narcissism. When you completely remove your attention from them, their fake matrix instantly starves to death. They need your continuous anger and your deep sadness to survive in this realm, because they cannot generate their own authentic life force. But today you are taking your precious attention back. You are aggressively reclaiming the massive energy you wasted on their endless childish drama. Your golden frequency is fully returning to your own physical body. Take a deep breath and feel the heavy weight completely leaving your tired shoulders. Notice how much lighter your chest feels when you finally stop carrying their toxic shame. That lightness is your original divine architecture coming back online after years of brutal suppression. You are not just healing from a bad relationship. You are undergoing a massive supernatural physical renewal. The universe is upgrading your entire operating system right now. Your ancient spiritual radar is sharper and much more accurate than it has ever been before. You will never fall for another counterfeit frequency again, because you know exactly what deception smells like. The dark matrix cannot send another toxic energy vampire into your life, because your newly established boundaries are absolutely impenetrable to their low frequency. You are a sovereign celestial being stepping into your undeniable royal authority. The season of being a highly sensitive, emotional sponge for toxic people is totally over. You are no longer absorbing the dark waste of the world around you. You are now actively projecting your massive, blinding light and forcing the darkness to completely scatter. You dictate the frequency of every room you enter. This is the exact mental breakthrough you have been desperately praying for. You cannot fight a spiritual battle with a broken and exhausted physical vessel. Reclaiming your stolen genius is not just a spiritual practice, but a biological necessity for your survival. You must command your nervous system to exit the beta survival state. You are stepping back into your powerful gamma brainwaves today. The elite deliberately engineered this modern world to keep you trapped in that survival mode. They wanted you so intensely focused on healing from Jay that you would completely forget the massive billionaire shift heaven prepared for you. But heaven is handing you the exact key to bypass their matrix right now. Your mind is expanding beyond the ridiculous limits they tried to place on your massive destiny. You did not age yourself out of your magnificent calling. You were simply molting and preparing your physical vessel for a massive celestial upgrade. Every painful delay was just God adding another zero to your ultimate spiritual inheritance. The wealth transfer is actively moving toward your exact coordinates while the enemy watches in absolute terror. Do not let the enemy convince you to delay this massive shift. The person with the initial J wants you to stay stuck in the past with them. They want you constantly rehearsing the painful memories so you never step through the open threshold into your absolute divine inheritance. But their opinion of you is completely irrelevant to the courts of heaven. God has already stamped your final massive approval. You are the designated kingdom financier for your entire family bloodline. The generational curses of poverty and severe emotional abuse end perfectly with you today. You are blazing a brilliant new trail of absolute freedom for your children and their children. The dark entities that haunted your family for decades are officially evicted from your sacred territory. Anchor your mind right here for this final push toward absolute victory. You are completely free from the toxic manipulation and the heavy brain fog. The sun is finally shining on your beautiful face after a very long and brutal storm. You are standing victorious on top of the massive mountain they desperately tried to push you off. Breathe in this glorious and undeniable victory, my beautiful chosen one. The truth has completely set your tired soul free. We are about to permanently seal this sacred covenant in the final section of this transmission. Prepare to lock your massive blessing into this physical reality so the matrix can never steal it again. The heavy prison doors are completely broken and the bright sun is finally shining directly on your face. You are stepping completely out of the brutal wilderness today. The ultimate vindication over your enemies is no longer a distant promise. It is your current physical reality right now. Your stolen golden energy is fully restored. The dark matrix can no longer track your beautiful frequency. Step boldly into your undeniable royal authority right this very second. The person with the initial J is officially a ghost in your rear-view mirror. They hold absolutely no power over your bright future anymore. Heaven has permanently sealed the massive breach in your spiritual walls, while your heavy physical exhaustion is melting completely away into the solid ground beneath your feet. You survived the absolute hardest chapter of your entire celestial mission. The universe watched you endure the crushing isolation with pure grace. You never lost your deep empathy, even when they tried to completely weaponize it against you. And that is exactly why you are receiving this massive upgrade today, because your pure heart was the ultimate key to unlocking your hidden spiritual inheritance. Do not let the enemy whisper any final doubts into your peaceful mind today. They will try to tell you that this massive breakthrough is just temporary. But heaven declares that this profound shift is absolutely permanent. The generational cycle of toxic abuse is completely broken forever. You are standing perfectly safe on the other side of the roaring river they desperately tried to drown you in. You are about to experience a massive influx of pure divine energy. Financial blockages are violently bursting open because your frequency is no longer suppressed. The billionaire shift is actively seeking your exact coordinates right now. You are finally a perfect vibrational match for massive, unimaginable abundance and complete physical restoration. Think about how completely different your life will look very soon. The heavy brain fog is permanently replaced with blinding mental clarity. The deep domestic alienation in your home is replaced with profound angelic peace. You will sleep soundly through the entire night without waking up in a sudden panic. The dark watchman hour is officially over. The people who truly belong in your sacred circle are being deployed to find you. Heaven is sending genuine connections that will heavily honor your bright golden energy. They will celebrate your massive, authentic power and stand shoulder to shoulder with you in the blinding light. Your season of brutal isolation is totally finished today, but you must consciously release the heavy ghost of the person named Jay first. You cannot carry their dark, toxic memory into your new promised land. Drop their heavy luggage at the border of your new reality right this very second. Forgive yourself completely for staying way too long in that toxic cage. You did not know any better back then, but you are absolutely awake and powerfully aware now. You must legally bind this prophetic word to your physical life right now. It is time to officially close this painful loop forever. Subscribe to this channel immediately, so you do not miss the urgent prophetic instruction arriving in exactly 72 hours. We are rapidly building a massive remnant tribe of awakened souls. You need to align your renewed energy with thousands of chosen ones today. Your simple action is not just for an internet algorithm today. It is a bold physical statement directly to the highest courts of heaven. You are loudly declaring that you are finally ready to receive your massive billionaire shift. You are telling the dark elite that their covert manipulation completely failed. They could not extinguish your bright flame when you were at your absolute lowest point. Type "I am completely free" in the comments below to permanently seal this sacred covenant. Speak those exact words out loud into your physical room right now. Notice how the atmosphere instantly shifts when you claim your absolute victory. Your spoken words carry massive creative power in this newly awakened state. The universe is actively rearranging your reality to match your new golden frequency. The waiting room is officially closed for you, my beautiful chosen one. The glorious threshold is completely open and waiting for your confident steps. You are no longer a targeted victim surviving a daily demonic assignment. You are a sovereign celestial being walking into a season of massive, unprecedented overflow. Every tear you cried is turning into a massive diamond in your beautiful crown today. Place your hand firmly over your physical heart and take one final deep breath with me. Feel the steady rhythm of a true warrior beating inside your chest. Heaven is incredibly proud of the silent battles you won behind closed doors. You saved your beautiful family bloodline from absolute darkness. The brutal war with the person named Jay is officially over, and you are the undeniable absolute victor. Go forward in absolute peace and massive joy, my beautiful chosen one. The entire universe is violently standing up to applaud your magnificent strength right now. Your new glorious chapter starts exactly at this very moment.